Archives of Prasar Bharati presents the timeless treasure of golden era.
Good morning, viewers. This is the Air Force Day Parade, 71st Air Force Day Parade. The Chief of the Air Staff has already arrived, and Air Chief Marshal S. Krishnaswamy is taking the salute as the 71st anniversary of Indian Air Force has begun.
आज 71वां वायुसेना दिवस है और उस अवसर पर परेड के अवसर पर आयोजित भव्य समारोह पर एयरफोर्स स्टेशन पालम से मैं मनीषा दुबे अपने साथी कमेंटेटर विंग कमांडर प्रफुल्ल बख्शी के साथ यहाँ पर आपका स्वागत करती हूँ। जैसा कि विंग कमांडर प्रफुल्ल बख्शी जी ने बताया कि यहाँ पर एयर चीफ मार्शल एस कृष्णस्वामी पधार चुके हैं और अब वे वाहन पर आरूढ़ होकर धीरे धीरे परेड का निरीक्षण करने के लिए आगे बढ़ रहे हैं।
Thank you, Manisha. As you see, Air Chief Marshal S. Krishnaswamy is carrying out all the proceedings as per the customs of the Air Force set in the last 71 years. Review of the parade by the Air Chief Marshal is a very, very momentous occasion for our officers and men. The 7 commands have gathered here as a backdrop. As you can see, as Air Chief Marshal's vehicle is turning right. It's a special Maruti Jeep which has been modified for this special occasion, and you can see now Air Chief Marshal's Jeep turning right once again in line with the backdrop of the aircraft and the parade which has formed.
जी हाँ, सामने जैसे जैसे वाहन आगे बढ़ता जा रहा है, आप पीछे की तरफ जो बैकड्रॉप नज़र आ रहा है वो अभी जो आजकल एयरक्राफ्ट हैं धीरे धीरे आप देखेंगे कि उनको दिखाया गया है और वाहन आगे बढ़ता हुआ और एयर चीफ मार्शल सलामी लेते हुए और सभी जवान उन्हें मुस्तैदी से सलामी दे रहे हैं। और जो ये पीछे आप एयरक्राफ्ट देख रहे हैं, आजकल जो एयरक्राफ्ट मौजूद हैं उनका प्रदर्शन यहाँ पर किया गया है और पीछे छोटे छोटे जो गत्ते के एयरक्राफ्ट बनाए गए हैं वो जो रिटायर हो चुके हैं कुछ एयरक्राफ्ट उनको दिखाया गया है। तो विंग कमांडर बख्शी जी, ये जो आप हम लोग देख रहे हैं ये पीछे गत्ते का बना हुआ छोटा सा एयरक्राफ्ट, जैसा कि मैंने बताया कि ये पुराने एयरक्राफ्ट हैं जो रिटायर हो चुके हैं।
हाँ, you're very right, Manisha. These are the aircraft which flew with Indian Air Force gloriously for so many years, and this is the attack helicopters as we can see right in front of us, Mi-35, and here we have the Sukhoi MiG-29 and the Sukhoi, the pride of Air Force, and the band which was playing has now stopped, and Air Chief Marshal's Jeep is proceeding towards the DS for the rest of the proceedings of the parade. A very, very precise and a very well-trained driving, and this is a part of the precision what Indian Air Force is known for, second to second.
और जनता पीछे जो बैठी हुई है हर्षोल्लास से इस परेड का भव्य नज़ारा देख रही है और उनकी नज़रें मैदान पर हैं और बस इंतज़ार है उन्हें इस भव्य परेड को देखने का। और ये वाहन धीरे धीरे सलामी मंच की ओर बढ़ता हुआ उस पर आरूढ़ एयर चीफ मार्शल एस कृष्णस्वामी। आज हालांकि ये ऋतु संधि की बेला है विंग कमांडर जी और धीरे धीरे ठंड का आगमन होने वाला है, लेकिन अभी भी धूप इतनी निकली हुई है, आकाश से सूर्य देवता इस परेड का भव्य नज़ारा देखने के लिए साक्षात अवतरित हैं, तो वातावरण में गर्मी है थोड़ी सी, लेकिन धीरे धीरे मुझे लगता है कि अब वो दिन दूर नहीं जब धूप में जाने के बाद छाँव में जाने का मन करेगा और छाँव में जाने के बाद धूप में आने का मन करेगा।
Oh, you're very right. From the shade to the sun to the shade is a ongoing affair. But at the moment we are back to the parade. Air Chief Marshal has reviewed the parade, and the parade commander has taken permission to continue with rest of the proceedings.
के कॉलम में मंच से गुजरेंगे। नंबर 1 स्क्वाड आगे, ब्रेक दाहिने मार्च। ब्रेक बाइसे तेज चल।
And now we wait for the fly past of Jaguar aircraft, and where we can see the 5 Jaguars, the multi-role, the deep penetration strike aircraft. The Jaguar have just marched past Manisha, and now we see the Bison aircraft, the 5 Bison MiG-21 fly past at speed of 550 to 600 kilometers per hour, and as they go towards left to right, and we have once again the 3 MiG-23BN, the swing wing fighters are over the DS now. This is the strike force of Indian Air Force, and now we have once again the top of the shelf, the fighter, the Mirage 2000, 5 of them right over us, going from left to right.
बहुत ही अद्भुत प्रदर्शन, फ्लाई पास्ट, और लोगों की नजरें, जनता की नजरें ऊपर की ओर, आसमान की ओर हमेशा नजरें रहती हैं.
And this is the MiG-29 Manisha, one of the top interceptor aircraft of the world and pride of the Indian Air Force. Air Chief Marshal really looking at with great satisfaction at the receding aircraft as they go towards the horizon.
आज गौरवशाली 71वां वायुसेना दिवस है और ऐसा लग रहा है जैसे हम अब आकाश की ऊंचाइयों को छूने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं.
That's right, Manisha. And as we can see on our screen, we have the new acquisition of Indian Air Force, the air-to-air refueler, IL-78, refueling to Sukhoi 30. Refueling means he is now transferring the fuel into the other fighter aircraft, and this makes them this gives them an increased range. And as they go over us, the satisfying sound of the IL-78 and the roar of the Sukhois mixed has enthralled the crowd, and they are really very impressed by this new acquisition of the technology of Indian Air Force.
विदेशी प्रतिनिधियों को अभी आपने देखा, और ये गरजता हुआ आकाश आज हमारे दिल के जज्बात को सारी दुनिया में ऐसा लग रहा है जैसे ऐलान कर रहा हो.
Yes, as if it is making an announcement that we are the best and we are right on top. Nothing can stop us, for we are the son of the soils and the soldiers of our land.
कहा जाता है कि अगर पैर जमीन पर हों और सिर आकाश की ऊपर उठा हो तो ही अच्छा रहता है, ताकि जड़ें हमारी जमीन से जुड़ी रहें और सर आकाश के ऊपर उठा रहे.
समीक्षा गंभीर आगे बढ़ गए, मंच से तेज चल.
The parade is advancing in review order, 14 steps review order, and it will halt after 14 steps.
समीक्षा क्रम में आगे बढ़ती हुई परेड, और उसके बाद अब कमांड की प्रतीक्षा.
जनरल सलूट, समीप चल.
This is parade commander advancing, marching towards the Air Chief Marshal, and there he will seek the permission to start the proceedings, and that is the next is the Alankaran Samaroh, where the awards will be given to the best contingent trophy and other awards.
थोड़ी ही देर में अलंकरण समारोह आयोजित किया जाएगा. आज का ये बहुत ही गौरवशाली दिन है उन अलंकृत विजेताओं के लिए जिनके सर आज गौरव से ऊपर उठे हुए हैं।
Big Fish Round!
And trophies for the year 2002-2003. The Vayu Sena Medal for Gallantry is awarded for individual acts of exceptional courage performed on or after 15th August 1947 and has special significance for the Indian Air Force.
Vayu Sena Medal for Gallantry. Wing Commander Rajesh Kumar. Squadron Leader Ashutosh Chaturvedi. Sergeant Prashar BK. Nayak Reji Polakal Thankapan. Nayak Jhagru Ram. Sepoy Ganga Singh. Bar to Vayu Sena Medal. Group Captain Raghunath Nambiar. Vayu Sena Medal. Air Commodore Madhusudan Banerjee. Group Captain Subramania Sukumar. Group Captain Rana Biswas. Group Captain Neeraj Yadav. Group Captain Sanjeev Narayan Deshpande. Wing Commander Tarun Banerjee. Wing Commander Amit Tiwari. Wing Commander Vipin Indra Padmanabhan Nair. Wing Commander Shirish Mohan. Wing Commander Anil Tiwari. Squadron Leader Biswanath Kar. Flight Lieutenant Vishal Gupta.
Now the Chief of the Air Staff will award Vishisht Seva medals. The Vishisht Seva medal is awarded for distinguished service of a high order.
Air Vice Marshal Pradeep Vasant Naik. Brigadier Prabhat Singh, retired. Air Commodore Gautam Sen Gupta. Air Commodore Lalit Kumar Malhotra. Group Captain Srinivas Rao Chinni. Group Captain Madan Mohan Gupta. Group Captain Rakesh Kumar Jolly, Vayu Sena Medal. Group Captain Satvir Singh Rana. Group Captain Sumesh Kumar Sehgal. Group Captain Gopal Krishna Patnaik. Group Captain Arvind Verma. Group Captain Chintaman Sadashiv Sohni. Wing Commander Amrit Lal Patel. Wing Commander Rajiv Batish. Wing Commander Harish Tyagi. Wing Commander Anil Kumar. Wing Commander Kameshwar Jha. Wing Commander Deepak Rautre. Wing Commander Rajiv Dayal Mathur. Wing Commander Mrigendra Singh. Flight Lieutenant Krishnan Sendil Kumar. Squadron leader Tariq Jamil Ahmed Khan, posthumous. Master Warrant Officer Savari Muthu Anthony. Master Warrant Officer Anand Vallabh Joshi. Junior Warrant Officer Purushottam Lal.
Chief of the Air Staff will now award trophies to the best fighter squadron, transport squadron, helicopter, missile and radar squadrons, air traffic services wing, the best base repair depot and the best parade contingent. The best fighter squadron goes to the heroes of Kargil, number 7 squadron, Wing Commander S. Jha, Commanding Officer, Warrant Officer R.C. Sharma. The best transport squadron trophy goes to number 44 squadron. Group Captain SRK Nair, Commanding Officer, Master Warrant Officer BP Gupta. Best Helicopter Squadron Trophy, number 104 Helicopter Squadron. Wing Commander S.P. Wagle, Commanding Officer, Master Warrant Officer H.S. Sokhi. Best Radar Unit Trophy, number 230 Signals Unit. Group Captain P.S. Man, Vayu Sena Medal, Commanding Officer, Warrant Officer S. Raja Ram. Best Missile Squadron Trophy, number 2218 Squadron. Wing Commander P.R. Navalkar, Commanding Officer, Warrant Officer J.P. Singh. Best Air Traffic Services Wing, number 17 Wing Air Force. Senior ATC Officer, Wing Commander Santosh Joshi, Honorary Flying Officer Yadav. Best Base Repair Depot, number 11 BRD. Air Commodore R.R. Bharatwaj, Air Officer Commanding, Master Warrant Officer R.B. Khabar. And the best parade contingent trophy goes to number 3 Squadron from Southwestern Air Command, Squadron Leader M.N. Dalvi.
अब वायुसेना अध्यक्ष परेड को संबोधित करेंगे।
Officers, warrant officers, senior NCOs and airmen on parade, esteemed colleagues, the Chief of Naval Staff Admiral Madhvinder Singh, the Chief of the Army Staff General Vij, Marshal of the Indian Air Force Arjun Singh, Defense Secretary Shri Ajay Prasad, respected erstwhile Chiefs of Staff of the 3 services, honored guests, ladies and gentlemen. On the occasion of the 71st anniversary of the Indian Air Force, I extend my warm greetings to each one of you and to every member of the family of air warriors of our country, and wish you a prosperous and happy year ahead. On this parade, the entire Indian Air Force is represented through the 7 Air Force commands. I congratulate the parade commander, Group Captain Upkarjit Singh, and all personnel on parade for their immaculate turnout and excellent standard. I am pleased to see your pride and enthusiasm. I would like to compliment the Air Officer Commander-in-Chief, Western Air Command, for the excellent show put up this morning. My congratulations to all the recipients of awards. These awards signify, besides individual excellence, professionalism, leadership, and team spirit of our combat units. I take this special privilege to remember with respect Squadron Leader Tariq Jamil Ahmad Khan, who was lost in the service of our nation. His widow, Mrs. Farah Khan, received Vishish Seva Medal posthumously this morning. The 71st year has a special significance to all of us. It coincides with 100 years of aviation. I pay homage on this day to Lieutenant Indralal Roy, the first military aviator from India, who was also the first Indian to receive the Distinguished Flying Cross in the year 1918. He shot down 9 German aircraft in a matter of 13 days. I also pay homage to all those pioneering aviators who laid the strong foundation on which traditions of the Indian Air Force were built. Anniversary is also a time for introspection. The vision, the sacrifices, and hard work of our predecessors were the elements that helped the Indian Air Force to grow from a fledgling state to a strong and a professional combat force. While the field of aviation is growing at a tremendous pace, we need to be careful and selective in choosing what would suit us the best, and also to be cost effective. In this regard, I wish to thank the government, the Ministry of Defense, the DRDO, and our industry for their outstanding support. Our aeronautical industry has come a long way and has evolved new designs like the light combat aircraft, the advanced light helicopter, which is paraded this morning, and the intermediate jet trainer. The Indian Air Force strongly supports the development of the light attack helicopter, a derivative of the ALH, and the development of the high-performance Cheetal, a derivative of the Cheetah helicopter. The intermediate jet trainer that is undergoing development trials has the strong potential to evolve as an AJT and as a light attack aircraft. The IAF stands committed to our indigenous designs, and we thank all those hardworking, committed people of the industry for their excellent work. The mission computer of the Su-30 MKI, which you saw performing this morning, is indigenously designed and developed along with many other vital systems for the aircraft. The nation is proud of our contribution. In my belief, our aeronautical industry has reached a high level of maturity. It is the right time for our private sector to enter this field. Our interaction at the global level with friendly countries continues and has reached new heights. We exercised with the French Air Force this year, which has helped learning and understanding. Visit of air chiefs and high-level exchange of views helped in strengthening our relations with friendly nations. In July-August this year, we sent a helicopter detachment under the UN flag on peacekeeping mission to Congo. The contingent is 340 strong with 100 men, personnel from the Army. This July, the Indian Air Force flew an IL-76 over the North Pole and set an endurance record of 9.5 hours. The historic sortie was flown by 44th Squadron, captained by Group Captain S.R.K. Nair, who was awarded this morning. The Surya Kiran aerobatic team, which you shall soon witness, is planned to visit countries abroad and to spread our goodwill. The Air Warrior Symphony Orchestra is another flag bearer of the Indian Air Force and the nation and should join the Surya Kiran on its goodwill missions. Aviation is expensive and technology is intensive. Our Air Force shall share the assets, whatever possible, and expertise with civil aviation for the benefit of our countrymen and for greater efficiency and effectiveness. Our Air Force has been swift to respond to call from the nation, be a disaster or operations. Since last month, we are involved in operations for the ONGC, airlifting men and material to offshore oil rigs. We are thus contributing directly to the production of national wealth. The matter of operations, we continue our effort to keep the edge sharp and our powder dry. I thank my colleagues, the Army Chief and the Naval Chief, for the excellent understanding and support. It is my firm belief that the three services have one heart and one mind in tackling the enemy or an adversary. The Air Force shall rededicate to this unity. The MiG-21 Bison that flew past us this morning is far more potent in relation to the earlier variants. 2 squadrons of this new variant are operational today. 3 more squadrons are to follow. The Su-30 program is progressing exceedingly well. With the addition of IL-78 flight refueler aircraft in our inventory, the effectiveness of our Air Force has enhanced significantly. In the field of human resource development, our focus is on training. We have made substantial progression in improving the training pattern to meet the changing and growing needs of our Air Force. We recognize that every human being has something special to contribute. We are exploring ways to provide opportunities and nurture talent. Our focus is to recognize merit. Our endeavor is to provide equal opportunity to all for career progression. We shall restructure to improve our effectiveness and efficiency. Sports are an integral activity of the armed forces, and I'm happy to note the creditable performance of our sportsmen. Our Kabaddi team, which won gold medal last year Asian Games, was captained by Warrant Officer Ram Meher. He was felicitated with the Arjuna Award this year. Our polo team won the nationals after a gap of nearly 20 years. My congratulations to all these sportsmen who have kept the Air Force flag flying high. The youth of our nation, especially those in the outlying parts of the country, are not adequately aware about aviation and about the career in our Air Force. Talent abounds in every part of our country. The Air Force needs bright and motivated youth to join its ranks. We have launched awareness campaigns in all parts of our country and are overwhelmed by the response. I take this opportunity to thank the people for their warm support. I convey my gratitude to the chief ministers and the state governments for having received us with warmth and affection. I thank once again our citizens for the kind support. You have inspired us. It is our duty to reciprocate through honest hard work and dedication. The Indian Air Force stands committed and shall never fail to meet the demands placed on its wings to touch the sky with glory. Jai Hind.
Mission Talent! Bakal! Trust! Mission Talent! Multi-set! Test! Shot!
अब भारतीय वायुसेना बैंड आपके सामने वायुसेना गीत बजाएगा। देश पुकारे जब सबको, दुख सुख बांटे एक समान, नीली वर्दी वालों का दल बढ़ता आगे सीना तान, वायुसेना की ये शान, पीछे हो या करे कमान, बन खतरा कोई आए अगर, छाए नभ पर काल समान। आप सबसे आग्रह है कृपया करके खड़े हो जाएं और इसके साथ साथ गीत गाएं।
We now present the Air Force song played by the Air Force Band. You are requested to please sing along. May we request you to kindly rise.
Come on! परेड को ले जाने की आज्ञा दे श्रीमान।
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention is drawn to the two unmanned aerial vehicles, the Veteran and the Shelter, now firing right from the front.
निशान करें, निशान को ले जाओ। परेड जनरल स्लॉट समेत शॉट।
and gentlemen, it's a proud privilege for the truly hereby Chief of the Indian Air Force to present the 9 aircraft display today. As a member of the team is delighted to be a part of this display which marks 21 glorious years of service by the Indian Air Force and the centenary year of the powered flight. We just saw 9 aeroplanes take off right in front of us while we were waiting for the arrival of the team. I'm sure that a word about our red and white flying machines will impress you. The Kiran Mark II is just showing us currently used for training the young fighter pilots of Indian Air Force. It's a matter of pride for us that our flight takes the Indian station.
बिल्कुल अविभक्तम विभक्तेषु यानी अनेकता में एकता.
Team will perform various maneuvers for us, and they will be carrying out maneuvers, loops, barrel rolls in front of the audience, either from the right to left or left to right, and they will be carrying out other various maneuvers like for synchronization flying. They will giving us the loops and the barrel rolls in various formations, which I'll just tell you. But one thing I must tell you, that this requires great amount of intensive training, whether it is a shockwave formation, phoenix formation, wine glass formation, diamond formation, which I will be telling you from time to time, because I know you're very interested in watching the aerobatics. So this will be a real show for you. And as we can see, the trail, I wish, here it is, the 9 aircraft going from left to right of the audience. They are now turning right, and they will be coming for us, and they will be in a diamond formation, and when they finish the turn, full turn they'll do, and they'll carry out a loop after the turn.
त्याग, शांति और विश्वास के 3 रंगों को आकाश की ऊंचाइयों को बिखेरते हुए, इस इबारत को आकाश में लिखते हुए
a total turn in a diamond formation. They have done a full turn, a 360-degree turn in a diamond formation. I know you're fond of diamonds, but here a big diamond for you in the sky. And now they will come from slightly off a left and carry out a full loop in front of the audience. Our camera is catching them. They're rising high in the sky. The speeds will vary from 300 kilometers to 550 to 600 kilometers. And this is a Surya Kiran, which is made up by the Kiran training aircraft. It gives us, imparts the basic and the intermediate training, the jet training for the pilots before they proceed on to the advanced fighter aircrafts. So they practically get all sort of fighter training and even the basic training in the second stage training, intermediate training for the pilots of Indian Air Force. Appreciative audience, the chiefs of yesteryears, the lady wives, they all are appreciating because they have toiled and worked in bringing the Air Force to the present standards of excellence. We have the MiG-29s and the Sukhois in front of us, and as we can pick up the trail, visibility is quite good, and we'll see 9 aircraft pulling up in a loop now. Watch it, Munisha. As they rise vertically in one formation, they are on their back now. As they come on their back, still trailing smoke, they're pointing towards the ground. Now increasing speed to 550, 600, yet maintaining beautiful formation, and they recover from the loop in an absolute perfect manner, and they will carry out a turn to the left after the loop. They will form on our right to carry out a barrel roll to the left. So they'll come from the right of the audience and do a left barrel roll. The visibility is quite okay today, and good enough for a vertical maneuvers as the aircraft are performing for us. The 9 aircraft now are on our right as they are forming up, and as they start the trail we can see them quite clear, and they will carry out a barrel roll from the right side.
झंडा ऊंचा रहे हमारा, आज गगन की ऊंचाइयों को छू रहा है, गगन की ऊंचाइयों को चुनौती दे रहा है, जैसे हमारा राष्ट्रध्वज ऐसे लग रहा है। इसके 3 रंग, और ये रंग त्याग, शांति और विश्वास के रंग आकाश में अभी भी दिख रहे हैं। इन रंगों में हमारा जीवन बसता है।
Beautiful, and as you say that the life is in the colors, and here it is a colorful life for you. Right in front of you, the aircraft, 9 aircraft doing a left barrel roll. It is a formation of roll in a loop, and now they are right on top, pointing towards us, and then again changing direction, regaining their original direction of dive, and they are back proceeding towards on to our left at close to not to a 10 o'clock position, and from there they will carry out a change into arrow. Watch the change as they go. Let us see if our cameras catch the change, and that is very important for us. Yes, 2 aircraft have separated from the formation. And these 2 aircraft will now come in front of us as the formation continues on its path, on the rotational path, going from left to right. Let us see where the 2 aircraft are. Munisha, one has to be very, very fast to watch this.
जब देखने में इतनी चतुरता की जरूरत है, तो मुझे लगता है इसकी उड़ान के लिए कितनी प्रशिक्षण की जरूरत होती होगी।
Yes, you were very right. And as the camera is going to catch, and there's a remark by the audience, and these 2 aircraft turning straight away. One is inverted, and both of them. The other aircraft has to be seen yet. Number 7 of the formation carried out an inverted run from left to right. That was a beautiful inverted run by number 7 of the formation. He broke off from the formation. The arrow formation has once again changed into diamond, and we can see the diamond formation on top carrying out a loop. Here we can see coming down.
और ये रंग वायुसेना झंडे के हैं, सफेद और नीला आकाश।
Yes, you're right. You can see the other colors also. Though these are of course belong to the Air Force colors, white and blue, very well observed. And the aircraft now carrying out a left turn over the audience after finishing the loop. And we will now have another single aircraft carrying out a roll in front of us as the rest of the formation goes and gathers for the next maneuver. 8 aircraft carrying out their turn, and let us watch where is the 9th aircraft.
और ये बहुत ही सुंदर समावेश है रंगों का, जिसमें तिरंगे के अंदर इस वायुसेना के झंडे का रंग जो आप देख रहे हैं, तिरंगे के साथ में वायुसेना का नीला और सफेद रंग।
Now it is the tricolor of India. Sometimes we have the Indian Air Force color, sometimes we have the tricolor of the national flag. That is what is called, in Hindi you will say, Samavesh. You know, as the sun, sometimes the smoke layer and the smog which has gathered drifts towards and marring the visibility, because good visibility, Munisha, is absolutely essential for aviation activity like this, what called formation or aerobatic, because this requires top flight safety standards.
बिल्कुल, और इससे विजिबिलिटी, जिसको देखने की शक्ति है, वो हमारी बढ़ जाती है। जो उत्सुकता की नजरें ऊपर सबकी हैं, उनको एकदम साफ साफ नजर आ रहा है।
And this is the 4-point roll which the aircraft is carrying out in front of us. He carried out a roll in 4 points, and thereafter he climbs up and proceeds to join the formation back again. Right in front of us, we will see the Wixon break That is the Vixen break by the rest of the aircraft. Vixen formation, when it breaks in the sight of a threat, it breaks in this form.
आज बहुत जैसे लग रहा है जैसे इंद्रधनुष सा आकाश में बिछ गया हो, खिंच गया हो, और इन रंगों में हमारी सांस्कृतिक विविधता समाई हो.
And there we are. That was a synchro pair carrying out a very, very close fly past in front of us, from right to left and left to right. And these two aircraft carried out really a heart-stopping maneuver, as they say. The distance between them was not more than 15 feet. And now we have these aircraft once again coming up, and they will carry out a cross in front of us, but rolling simultaneously. And watch this. This is going to be a very tricky maneuver. Just watch very carefully. Here they come from right to left and left to right, and carry out a roll, both of them. Well, they got a very, very good appreciation from the audience. The audience are still clapping. I can hear the clap as Kiran positions itself for the rest of the maneuvers. This was a rolling cross. And now we'll have a phoenix run by rest of the formation. Let us see from right to left. That is there. From right to left, a phoenix formation by rest of the Kiran aircraft. Again, the tricolor of India spreading on the firmament, reminding us of our promises and reminding us of the sacrifices of our fathers and forefathers who have created this ambience for us. And this aspect of flying, of course, is very thrilling. But the pilots like to add thrill to the flying also. And this time we are going to have some maneuver called concealed brake. Now we can see some aircraft coming in front of us. That is what is the concealed brake. We only saw two aircraft and not the third aircraft.
माहौल में गर्मी लेकिन दिलों में ठंडक नजर आ रही है. बहुत खुश है आज ये जनता यहाँ पर उपस्थित.
And we have a wedge turn made by the 6 Kiran aircraft have turned in front of us. They came from the left and they're carrying out a left turn, gradual turn. And now we'll have a turn in T, a T for tango, or in other words, it's a thank you turn. Let us watch the tango turn. It's forming a T in front of us, steadily flying, maintaining formation. This formation flying is a very, very demanding flying, Manisha. And if it is further amalgamated with aerobatics, it becomes even more demanding. And that is what adds the thrill to it. Here is T for tango, T for thanks. Right over us, the tricolor wailing. 6 Kirans carrying out over at 300 feet. Beautiful turn. This pair, the two aircraft which were left behind, have carried out, and they will now make a heart for you, Manisha. I know you're here, and that is why this heart is being made in the sky, and you will see a Cupid now breaking the arrow. There's a slight visibility problem today, but what the aircraft did was they made a beautiful heart in the sky, and that heart is what is the message that heart goes for us. Well, the pilots are always gallant, and we have now a single aircraft from both the sides carried out a synchro maneuver right in front of the audience, and both of them turned outwards after the run. And our eyes are all set for the grand ending of this grand finale item. It will be a loop followed by a bomb burst. So let's watch the loop as the aircraft climb up in the sky. They are on top of the loop now. And as the smoke catches our sight, let's watch the bomb burst. They will suddenly burst in all directions as the bomb has burst. And that is what the bomb burst is. Flying in all directions, the Kiran aircraft proceeds in all the directions. And this is a real grand finale and deserves appreciation from the audience. And there they are, looking, of course, heat of the morning sun is requiring them to fan and use the fans provided to them. But this has brought in a great amount of enthusiasm, a great amount of excitement amongst the audience.
और जो आप टी यानी थैंक्स की बात कह रहे थे विंग कमांडर, वो थैंक्स, शुक्रिया इस मातृभूमि का जो इस धरती पर उसने हमें जन्म दिया. क्योंकि रास्ते में कठिनाइयाँ आती हैं, लेकिन हमारा देश इस बात का कायल है कि नशेमन पर नशेमन खुद इस कदर तामीर करता जा कि बिजली गिरते गिरते आप खुद बेजार हो जाए.
Absolutely well said, Monisha. We really have to thank the people that they have created such an ambience for us, the Indian Air Force and the IL-76. And we have now inverted flying by the center big formation goes, and this is another beautiful sight for us. The center aircraft carrying out the inverted flying and the other aircraft break off in another direction, and they'll be coming in for landing. Landing again is a very, very tricky part, especially when you are landing in a formation. I remember the line, now we are thankful to our great airmen of the past, and I can say the sight of the three Kirans with undercarriage down. Now let's watch them. They'll continue in a perfect formation with undercarriage down. They're prepared to land. Undercarriage is the wheels, as you saw beneath, and the aircraft are now coming somewhere in the downwind, and they will be now turning after the end of the downwind onto the finals. This is the most demanding part of flying, especially when done in formation. This is the place, Monisha, where the pilot carries out his final checks. Everything is in order. His undercarriage are down, the required flaps are there, and whatever trim position he is required to have is there, and he gives a call turning finals, and the flying control is absolutely alert at this time to watch his landing and assist him if there is any requirement. So this is a play time when there is a total coordination between the pilot and the flying control. So let us watch. This is a great treat for us to watch our formation landing. We do not get to see this. This is the advanced light helicopter in front of us, in front of the cutaway of the Devon aircraft. The advanced light helicopter is again the pride of both our armed forces, and it is flying in various forms. And that is the Kiran, one of the Kirans which has landed. The second Kiran which is coming into land now. In the meanwhile, the audience's all appreciation. Into the landing run, the Kiran aircraft will be raising its flap and will be turning off the runway, clearing it for the other aircraft to land. As I could only say, gashed with honorable scars, low in glory's lap they lie. Though they fell like stars, streaming splendor down the sky. It is for the airmen and officers who have made sacrifices for the nation.
इस वायुसेना के 71वें साल जो है ये हमसे ये कहता है ये कि उसने क्षितिज को स्पर्श किया है, आकाश की ऊंचाइयों को छूने के साथ साथ वायुसेना के आदर्श वाक्य नभः स्पर्शम दीप्तम को चरितार्थ करते हुए अपने कर्तव्यों का मुस्तैदी से पालन किया है। 71वें साल को दर्शाता हुआ ये गुब्बारा आकाश की ऊंचाइयों को छूने की कोशिश करता हुआ
And Manisha, with this nice message of touch the sky glory, let us take you back to our studios at Doordarshan, and we thank our audience for having been with the parade, the 71st anniversary of Indian Air Force. Back to our studios. Thank you.
बिल्कुल, और इन्हीं शब्दों के साथ मैं मनीषा दुबे अपने एक साथी कमेंटेटर विंग कमांडर प्रफुल्ल बख्शी के साथ आप सभी से दूरदर्शन की ओर से विदा लेती हूँ। नमस्कार।